Kamaru Usman and Leon Edwards. 3 in the welterweight division. This is not the first fight. This is not the second fight. This is after the insanity erupted in round number 3, with this guy, Leon Rocky Edwards, living up to the Rocky nickname and getting the TKO win with a head kick with 56 seconds left to go. In a fight he was guaranteed to lose had it lasted another 56 seconds. That is insane. That is absolutely insane that happened for Leon Edwards. Leon, he's a G. He's a G for that. Going out there, knocking out Usman after looking like he was about to quit. It literally looked like he was just looking like that in round number 5, looking like that in round number 4. Didn't really look like he had the motivation. And then boom, head kick, champion of the world. Oh my God, it was insane. It was absolutely insane. But we're not going to talk about that too much. Let's talk about the trilogy. Does my prediction change in any way? Do I get more confident on Usman? Do I get less confident on Usman? Do I switch my prediction to Leon Edwards in the next fight? Well, I'm actually going to say my confidence goes down a little bit. My confidence for Kamaru Usman goes down. One, his head movement wasn't really the best in the fight. He was getting caught with a lot of good shots from Leon Rocky Edwards. The head kick, obviously, some good elbows in the clinch and things like that. And not to mention, he got his back taken by Leon Edwards. He got his back taken by Leon and almost got it taken twice. Those are a lot of red flags for me to go out there and be like, dude, all right, that was a fluke second fight. Of course, I'm going to go with Kamaru Usman. My confidence hasn't gone down much, but it has gone from like, all right, I'm like 70% confident on Usman to like 60%, 55%. I still think Usman wins the trilogy when they do it. They're going to do the trilogy. There's no chance they won't. But my confidence definitely does go down. Leon now knows what he needs to do. Leon now knows what he needs to do. He needs to get that clinch. He needs to look for some trips. He needs to look for those elbows in the clinch and things like that. He was doing very, very well in that. And he needs to throw more punches. His volume was very, very bad in that second fight. He needs to throw more volume. He needs to throw more kicks. He needs to get in the clinch more, land some more elbows, and look for those trips in the takedown department in the clinch. There's plenty of things I can critique and add on to Leon, but of course, Kamaru Usman is going to look at all the things that Edwards is going to capitalize on, and Usman is going to refine those things and make it better, make sure it doesn't happen in the third fight. So we don't know what's going to happen in the third fight. Maybe Usman won't get his back taken. Maybe his head kick defense is going to be just crazy. He's going to turn into Rafael Vaziev and just whoosh, and just matrix the head kick next time Leon Edwards throws it. I don't know. We shall see. But I do think Usman had his path to victory. He was taking down Leon later on in the fight pretty easily. The takedowns were there late in the fight. Round 1, round 2. Usman just needs to box Edwards, needs to clinch him up a little bit. Kind of wear on the gas, think of Leon in the clinch situations. Foot stomping. I know it's boring, but he needs to do those foot stomps, the punches to the body, break the clinch, throw a few, get back into the clinch, look for some takedowns. He just really needs to grind on Leon in those early rounds. Kind of like he was doing in this fight right here. And then just completely wrestle. Round 3, round 4, round 5, wrestle. I don't even want you to engage with the striking of Leon. I want you to keep that high guard. If he throws the head kick, get out of the way of it. Don't freaking put your head right into the head kick. But as soon as you can, as soon as you're able to close that distance and look for a takedown, go for it. The takedowns in the wrestling were so key in the first fight, so key in the second fight to really diminishing the will to win of Leon Edwards that, he has to go back to it in the next fight. What is Leon going to do? What is Leon going to do? We thought his takedown defense improved. It obviously did. He was using it to give Usman his back and get back up. He was getting up from a lot of Usman's takedowns, but he was still getting taken down. He's still getting warned on, ground and pounded on a little bit, and losing the rounds because of it in the first fight as well as the second fight. So all of his improvements of wrestling, all of his improvements on the ground didn't really help him in the fight. They really didn't. So Usman, double down. That's all you need to do. Don't even strike with Leon in this third fight, in this trilogy. Do exactly what you did the first fight. That's what you need to do. So I think the third fight happens. Usman is going to kind of patch up some of those holes, patch up that head kick hole, patch up the getting elbow in the clinch hole and things like that. And just make it an all-out wrestle fest in the trilogy. And I think Usman wins. I think it is closer than what I originally imagined. I mean, even watching Leon win round one, get in the back, looking for the rear naked, laying some ground and pound and things like that. I mean, I was like, damn, Leon, first ever person in the UFC to take down Usman. It's insane. And I was looking back, I'm like, oh my god, who the heck else took down Usman? It was, who's that Mexican guy? It was like a Mexican or Brazilian guy on the regional scene. His only other loss, Jose Caceres, by rear naked choke submission. As soon as I remembered Jose Caceres rear naked in Usman, and then I'm like, Leon has him in the same thing, I was like, dude, this is gonna be an interesting fight, because he lost round one, but he came back, won round two, won round three, won round four. And I think the next fight he'll pretty much win most of the rounds. You might lose another round, maybe Leon gets his back again, maybe Leon lands a big shot that'll rock Usman, because maybe Usman's chin is cracked. I don't know. We shall see. It'll be a good trilogy. There'll be some good trash talk and things like that. Leon will be like, "You beat me by decision. I knocked you out. Look at me now. Look at me now." It's gonna be amazing. But yeah, I got Usman winning. Sorry about that. A decision in the trilogy. What about you guys? What do you guys have? You think Leon knocks him out again? Do you think Leon gets a decision in the next fight? Maybe there's a DQ win. You think Usman goes out there, knocks out Edwards, gets payback, and gets a finish? You think Usman grinds for that wrestling decision? Put your predictions down below. That's mine. I got Usman by a unanimous decision.